Hello, this is Gerald Johan van Waas and the educational channel, which is related with the book Sounding Form, a book which is claiming that all the letter combinations that you can find in words are not random combinations, but they have a kind of order that you can analyze. And when you there's a method for it, how you can change these forms into forms and recognize the meanings by using this method. This method is also possible to do this a little bit intuitively, but you have to follow certain rules. I don't follow the rules exactly as I have. I only have them as a backing to check something double. But the intuitive sensitivity is there, and I can use it, and I can most of the times it's enough for me to make some examples. Now in this video I will explain just one word, and it is a question that I had on the YouTube channel. Thank you very much. I will not pronounce the name Hayden. This is a kind of mystery to me what name there is behind it. So if this would be a quiz, who is behind it, I will fail. But his question was, can you please make the drawing and the explanation of two words, quiz and Yale. Now Yale is a question for some other time. We'll postpone it because that's a university question, so I will not do that this time. I didn't have enough time. I only had 15 minutes to establish this video together, and okay, so I used these 15 minutes to make quiz because I immediately saw quiz. Oh, that will be an easy one, and it is in fact quite easy to understand it when you understand the letter combinations. So that's how I am going to explain it from the letters themselves. Never ever use all the examples in my book as puzzles that you use literally. It's not a puzzle that you have to put together as an exact match, except when you use the theory in the exact way. It is possible to use it in that way, but you have to also understand what you're doing, and the understanding layers behind all the letters are based upon a structure which adapts itself quite easily. It makes it a bit dangerous to connect everything together, but once you understand the whole picture, it will be easy to find the matches and understand what is beyond every word. So let's go for quiz. Let's make it a quiz to analyze quiz. Quiz. Let's take every letter out and see how we see it, or how I see it. So the Q, I explained it in a couple of times. I will explain it differently. The Q here, you can see almost the letter Q. I will base myself on the letters themselves as well. So what is expressed here in this letter Q? There is a large structure. There's one idea. Let's say the Q is also used for the queen, for instance. So the queen is trying to match herself to the people in the population, and she will try to find a match in a smaller part, in a smaller whole. And so this tries to fit together so that both parties are happy that there is a match. That is the Q, and this is the tendency, and this is also what the Q is trying to find. That is the content of Q. Let's now go to the content of U. U is like the half glass, let's say. The glass is half full or half empty. It doesn't matter. There is a potential to fill it in. It's not filling in the whole time. Maybe what it's filled in is not the best thing what it is, but there is something, a potential to fill it in, to fill something in. So in combination, of course, we will try to find a match and try to fill it in. And the next letter is E, and E is of course the insertion, but this time it is the deliberate insertion, and you will find the match with the E, otherwise it doesn't work. It has to find something from outside, somewhere inside, and there has to be found a match. It's all about the same thing. This Q, the U and the I in combination, very easily understood. And the word itself, how it has been written here, is key, is also a word that exists. It's or the Latin qui. You can see it as that as well. It is something that exists as a word, and it is also a match actually, like it is. So the only thing which is a bit a strange thing here is the last letter, the Z. I will explain it, what it is, where you can find it. I never gave you many examples, but let's first see where you can find the Z. Just imagine some sand that is on somewhere. In Dutch it is, by the way, with the Z, written with the Z, but in English it's with the S, the sand. You have a sand. So where is the Z in the sand? Sand has a very particular structure. This structure is in the environment. It fits in the environment, and there is a certain pressure and so on. At a certain point, only at a certain point, the structure can move completely. Like you have somewhere, if you will have a hole in the sand, you dig it. It is a danger that if you cross a certain limit where it weighs down and the structure is loosening because of it, it can collapse completely. And this collapsing of structure is fitting with the Z. The Z, if you have it on the square, you will have to find a match somewhere. If you have two structures, if there's a structure that doesn't fit together, it's like a puzzle which doesn't fit very well, but at a certain point when something moves, the puzzle will fit. It's like you have a certain value here, which is, let's say it's 2, and this is 1.5. They don't match, but once you have the match where these two values they match, they can move, and then you have a moving, and then they will be matching, and there will be a movement in the environment, and that will be the successful adaptation also in an environment. And the two circumstances, the two sorts of values that normally does not match in that moment will match. This is simply explaining the Z, what I'm doing now. So let's now combine all the letters together, the qui and the Z. I'm not explaining here the letters that are pronounced. It doesn't really matter. You can do that as well. Because if you pronounce something with K, it is referring to a distinction. You want to make a distinction. Here I don't do that. The distinction of the Q is more a distinction of trying to find a match. And then this will have to match with the Z. So what will we have in the end? It is actually the qui, like the Latin word, is the question mark. So we will try to match something with the E. We will do that also. We will really take action and insert something and see that if this really fits together, the small part into the large part. But when that's happened, and that's the last letter, what will be the result? Something will move, but it will move only at the right moment when it matches. So when the balance is right, when the balance between the different values is right, and then the adaptation will be in that way that it can be filled in and you have a match and something can move. And that's actually describing also what you have in the quiz. The quiz, you have the question mark, Something has to match. You have to find the right answer. Once you found the right answer, there will be not simply a match, but you can move on. You can move further. The quiz doesn't say that you can win something with it. You can have a quiz without winning anything, without having some money that is lying behind it. There's also a quiz that you can do for free. That's still a quiz. That's not the essence. The essence is the question. You have to match the answer to the question. Once you do, you can move forward. That's the explanation of quiz. I hope you enjoyed this one. So I had a small challenge. I will do the other word some other time as well. Once I have some extra time. This I only had 15 minutes, what I said. So these were my 15 minutes for you. I hope you enjoyed the whole theory. So this means the true theory is written in sounding form or in the development of the word. It's also available as an ebook, so it doesn't have to be expensive if you really want to check it out. Check the two volumes out if you like. Anyhow, this was Gerald Johan van Waasegen. Thanks for watching. There's a website too. Sometimes there are updates, sometimes they are not. Sooner or later they will be updated. Subscribe to the YouTube channel if you want to have more instructions, more demonstrations, and I'm open to questions as you saw in this video. Thanks again.